Today we are going to be upgrading our application to .NET 5, which is currently the latest version of .NET. So the changes aren't going to be too drastic, but we are going to have to upgrade our CS projects, upgrade our NuGet packages, and also test everything just to make sure it still works. So obviously the first thing we need to do is install .NET 5. So if you're on Windows, you can just grab the installer, so I'll snag that, and then run the installer. And of course, I already have .NET 5 installed actually, but if you don't have it installed, pretty simple to install. I'm pretty sure it's just a one-page installer where you just press install. So then after that, open up a command prompt and make sure your version has been updated. You should get version 5. Now, I actually had to also upgrade my Visual Studio version because .NET 5 only works with version 16.8 and above, and I had a really old version, so make sure you update if you need to, and you also have to reboot your computer as well. But once you have the .NET 5 SDK set up, and you got Visual Studio updated if you needed to, we are ready to port these projects. So currently our application runs. Let's make sure it stays that way when we're done. Let's start off by going to our domain project, and we're going to edit the project file, and we are actually still on .NET Core 2.2, so we are going to jump over .NET Core 3, so .NET 5.0 for the domain project, and we should be able to do that for all of our project files. Alright, our test project is actually .NET Core 3.1, so we kind of have a mess here, a bunch of different versions. So this is going to be nice to consolidate everything to .NET 5. So update the target framework to .NET 5.0, and then look at this, our entity framework project is .NET Core 3. So our solution contains a .NET Core 3, a 3.1, and a 2 project. So change that to .NET 5.0. 2 projects left, so this one is 3.0. Let's make it .NET 5.0. And last but not least, the WPF project. So this one's going to be a little bit special. And for now, I'm just going to change it to .NET 5.0. But we are going to see it is not going to work. So I think we can actually build and show that. So we can ignore the rest of these other errors. But what's important is down here, the target platform must be set to Windows. So we need a -Windows after our .NET 5.0. So it should be .NET 5.0 -Windows. And then also, the specific Windows desktop SDK is no longer supported in .NET 5, so we can get rid of that, just use the regular SDK, and now we should be able to build. But while we're here, we are going to update our NuGet packages. So let's manage the NuGet packages for the entire solution. And as you can see, a lot of these versions correspond to the .NET version. So we were using version 3, I assume, for .NET Core 3, and now they've been updated to version 5 for .NET 5. So that's nice that Microsoft has that lined up with their packages. So we have quite a few. Look, even Password Box MVVM by Singleton Sean has to be updated. So let's go ahead and select all of these and just do the update. And there we go, all is good. And now let's run this. And I will log in. And I actually need to register first. Let's do that. I guess my database just got deleted somewhere. But there we go. So now I can log in. Everything loads from the Finance API still. Our UI is intact. And I need to add some money to accounts. I think what I'm going to do here in the authentication service in our domain layer is when you register, you automatically get $500. Alright, so I've cleared my database. Let's try this again. There we go. Now I have 500 to start. And now that we've gone off topic a little bit, let's get back to testing this. So just make sure that buying works. There we go. And we'll make sure that selling works too. Nice. And alright, looks good. So we have updated to .NET 5, and that turned out to be pretty helpful because our .NET versions were all over the place on our projects. So we consolidated all of that, updated our NuGet packages, and made sure everything still works. So hopefully this helps if you're looking to update your own projects to .NET 5 and want to hop on the .NET 5 bandwagon. Other than that, if you have any questions, criticisms, or concerns, be sure to leave them below in the comments section. But other than that, leave a like or subscribe for more. Thank you.